you don't got to crash out anymore. Like, you've grown, you've developed, you learned from past experiences. And now that you have grown and developed and learned, you're going to face more obstacles that may have been or will be more challenging than the ones in the past. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was telling them this, like, think about it when you were younger, teenager, elementary school, whatever younger age that's relatable. And the things that you thought was stressful, like, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. Now that you have grown and got older, like, to you, those things is minimum, right? The issues you had about homework with math. If you was to go back in time with the same mindset right now to elementary school, middle school, high school, you'd be like, oh, shoot, I'll trade anytime. A lot of us adults, or those of us who grown, will be like, man, shoot, if I go back, I'll do things differently, knowing what I know now. You get what I'm saying? So now that you have grown, you have developed, right? You're going to face more challenges, right? And those challenges is not going to be at the same level as the ones you already surpassed. You dig what I'm saying? So you're going to face some challenges and some obstacles that is going to be at the level of your growth, at the level of your development, meeting you where you at. And it may seem like, dang, this is a hard one. Or, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to do this, or I can't do this. No. Yes, you can, right? You can do it. It may take some time. It may take some thought. It may take some time and thought. It may take some skill, right? The things you've learned already type skill. So you don't got to crash out anymore. You don't, right? You don't. And I hear crash out, right? But let me break crash out into the definition that I resonate with. To crash out is to collapse under pressure. Collapse under pressure. You got the pressure on you, and then now you just collapsing, right? You collapse emotionally, spiritually, or even physically. It's when the stress, the responsibility, or the pain overwhelms you. Now, we all feel overwhelmed at times. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to take your emotions from you and the feelings that I'm not trying to decrease that or diminish how you feeling or minimize your experience, right? I'm talking about when you, instead of managing and processing that overwhelming, right, you hit the wall, right, and just go splat right on your face. You don't even get up no more. You can't get up no more, right? You choose to just go all out, give up, collapsing. It can look like giving up in the middle of your journey, the middle of whatever obstacle you're going through. It could be exploding in anger. That's what we see, the physical reactions, exploding in anger, right? Shutting down completely, right? Or self-sabotaging when progress is beginning to be made. It's like, you know what, forget this. I'm done with it, right? Crashing out doesn't mean you're weak. Not at all. It often means that you're carrying way too much, too long, and without the tools or support that you need to help you along your journey. It happens when your patience runs dry. I ain't got no more patience. It happens when your coping skills wear thin. Is it the thin? Is it the thin? The thin? It's when old patterns resurface. You thought it was gone. Now it's back at the top, right? And now that those old patterns resurfacing, it's under new weight or new management, so to speak. Well, you get what I'm saying? So while crashing out feels final, like I said, I'm about to crash out and that's going to be it. And I got a weight lifted off me. I got to let it out. It ain't the end. It ain't the end. It's a signal, right? A signal showing you that you got new strength, right? And I'm not saying to crash out and like, okay, it seems like I got new strength. No. New strength, new boundaries, and a balance need that's needed to be built, right? So now you know what? I feel like we all know that feeling you about to crash out, right? You about to let it all go. What can I do, right? Not to crash out. Because I think that we all have these warning signs, kind of like a check engine light on the vehicle, right? Or the gas light. Anybody ever the gas light and it's about to be empty, you still driving because you got about 30, 40 miles left, right? You know you got 30 to 40 miles left. But next thing you know, that 30 and 40 ain't enough because you on a hill or you got the AC running, right? Or you doing something different. And now you ain't really got 30 miles. That 30 miles done turned into 20 and now you're empty. You ever been stranded on the side of the road? No gas, right? That's what I'm talking about when it comes to crashing out. So you know the signs, right? So when you start feeling them signs, you start seeing the check engine light, you start seeing the gas getting low, you need to go ahead and pull over to a gas station, right? You need to go ahead and get that engine checked, right? And what I mean by that is checking your emotions, removing yourself from the environment that's pushing you to that crash out, right? Taking a pause for the cause, right? Maybe just telling the person or whoever, like, listen, I need to step away for a minute. Not that I'm going to step away from me because I'm about to crash out on you. Maybe sometimes that's needed. I need to get away real quick because I'm about to crash out on you. You know what I mean? But removing yourself so that way, you know what? I'm not going to be repeating these cycles of crashing out because you know what? People see me crash out. It's affecting other people. Maybe your kids see you crash out and guess what they start doing? Crashing out too, just like mama or daddy, right? I was talking to someone else and I was like, you know, a lot of times people mirror energy. You know what I mean? So now you crashing on me, I'm going to crash back out on you, boy. I'm going to crash even harder, right? How many of y'all is that type of person? Somebody do something to you, you're going to do even harder, right? Or you met someone like that, right? How about we kind of slow down that cycle, right? And it might seem like something like snapping in rage over something small because of an unspoken issue or something that stressed you out that the other person don't even know, right? It might be like walking away from commitment suddenly instead of asking for help, right? Falling into old destructive habits when life gets too overwhelming. Shutting down emotionally or physically when the pressure feels unbearable. Choosing escape, right? Rather than confronting the challenge. So to end this or to kind of come to a conclusion, I want you to ask yourself, what warning signs tells me I'm close to crashing out? What's your check engine light? What's your almost out of fuel light? Do you wait until you break down? Or do you ask for help when you first feel the pressure? When you first see that indicator, right? And last but not least, what systems or support could keep you steady when life grows too heavy? When you start to feel that crashing coming through? Is it somebody you can pick up? Is there a video you can watch? Is it somebody you can reach out to? Is it something I can do? I can walk away. You know what? Let me turn my favorite song on because it's going to calm me down. Because some of us get the hype music and it hype us on up. So these are just some questions right here to ask yourself to get you thinking, right? Because you don't have to crash out. You don't got to crash out anymore. Let me know if this resonates. Hit them comments up. Let me know if I missed something. If you want to add something, let me know if this just sticking with you. All right. You don't have to crash out no more. All right. Peace.